if you think about a customer journey, right? So after they subscribed, there's kind of three main buckets before they purchase. One is kind of just viewing a product, right? With intent or kind of casually. So if someone's viewing a product, that will trigger a browse abandonment. And I'll kind of explain each thing a little bit further after I explain this. But browsing, viewing a product, browse abandonment, emails. Someone adds something to their cart, that obviously is an abandoned cart. Someone starts checkout, that then fires what's called an abandoned checkout. And obviously as you go, abandoned checkout's the most engaged, right? People are the most likely to convert because they've ended that far. And by default, Klaviyo allows, the best one, the last one, the abandoned checkout, but the other ones can be added pretty easily. So the browse abandonment, after you've configured that, if someone has already on your list and not added to their cart, that will fire a browse email. So you can kind of play on the fact that it's kind of creepy, right? You can say things like, I saw that you were just...
Can we do it? So say you're on, Spix, Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah. Well, that came out poorly. Dick's.
I also want to know why you chose Dick's.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about hockey equipment. So say I was on Dick's Sporting Goods website. I was looking at hockey equipment. I found a hockey stick. Now I'm on their email list, but I haven't added to cart. And I leave Dick's Sporting Goods website. Essentially, they know that I went and visited that page, looked at that hockey stick, and they're going to send me an email based on the exact product I looked at.
Exactly. So Klaviyo has a block that's dynamic. So depending on the item or the items that you're looking at, they will automatically show you those, item or items. So the browse abandonment, it's a pretty good one if you have, a decent amount of subscribers because it's very high volume, right? So people looking at a product and adding to their cart, there is so much drop off. So browse abandonment flows with high volume stores typically is like in the top 3 or 4 revenue producing flows. The other ones are like the welcome, the welcome flow for non-buyers, the abandoned cart.
Makes sense.
That's a pretty new thing, right? Like that's in the last few years.
That's very new. A lot of people don't know about them. A lot of people I have to have a conversation with. A lot of clients I have to beg them to let me do that because I think it's so creepy. And yes, it is, but it drives so much revenue.
Yeah. I mean, we live in the world of creepy. Facebook's listening. Yeah. Who cares?
Absolutely.
We've come this far.
Yeah.
We're all fine for now.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Ads later for Dick's Sporting Goods now that we're talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, legitimately.
Oh, for sure. Even stuff that my fiance looks at, I get retargeted for. It's
because they know you're going to buy it for her.
That's highly unlikely.
No, that's cool. That browse abandonment, that's a good tidbit for people out there who have an e-commerce store and they're not taking advantage of that now. Especially, I feel like any sort of fashion brand that would be huge for, because if you like a certain brand, you're going to go buy and look at other stuff. Probably any type of business where people keep on purchasing because they need to get more of that stock. There's so many applications for that.
Yeah. So again, I don't want to jump on too much, but consumables, like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Is a huge
you
one.
chose a smarter word. Thank you.
Yeah. Exactly. Consumables, whether it's food or even things like skincare, right? Or hair care, things that it's every 4 to 6 weeks. The browse is a great one. Another flow that's really great for that, and I promise I'll go back to the next 2, is what we call a replenishment flow. So, right, businesses inherently know most often how often you're going to purchase, right? So, for example, with a lot of CBD businesses, and people go through that supply of CBD, let's call it 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So around kind of week 5, we might hit someone saying hey, you just ran out or you're about to run out, make sure you refill. We're actually able to show people that product and remind them what they had purchased and land them right back on that product page. And typically incentivize with a discount. And then if the replenishment flow works really, really well, we'll recommend to people, hey, you might as well get a subscription. And again, that's completely off topic, but I'll go back to the other 2. And if you want to talk,
dude, that's another damn good idea. Cause I could see that doing really well in supplement businesses. We did, for pre-workout protein powder, there's this one guy we helped out one time, and all we did exactly that, a replenishment reminder where it's hey, it's been 30 days. Do you want another one? Yes. And you could even say after day 33, if they still haven't ordered, you'd say, hey, 10% off of your next order. There's so many things you do to incentivize. Yeah. What's interesting, man? I think in general, email is just one of those hidden gems that people overlook. they're so focused on front end, more subscribers. But like, you've already paid for that lead. You've outlaid the most amount of money already. Now's the time to fucking take advantage of that.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, email is not sexy. People don't understand it. Everyone just reads the headline that email is dead every year because that drives.
I love that. Thank you, Gary Vee.
Yeah, right. But email for a lot of our clients, you know, on average is doing like 25 to 35% of their total revenue comes from email. And we have clients that are doing like 45, 55% of the revenue from email.